Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This particular message goes to the oil producing companies operating within Biafra territory, from Shell down to the lowest. Our attention has been drawn to the fact that the expelled criminals in the Biafra movement are circulating letter, and this letter is being circulated to oil companies in Biafra land, that there is nothing like it at home. I want to put it as a warning to every oil producing company in Biafra territory. The only government that is operational, functional, and that is legit, and which the Biafra people are loyal to, is the Biafra government in exile, of which I am the Prime Minister. We have not called off any seat at home. We have not cancelled the seat at home. We have not gotten our freedom. Mazenam Dikano has not been released. The demand in the letter we wrote to you people have not been met. So if anybody comes to you to tell you that the seat at home has been cancelled and you start operation, I swear with the spirit of those that died in the 60s, that from that day you will not be able to produce any oil or exploit any oil in Biafra. We are going to face all of you from A to Z, because it's from the money you are projecting and injecting into the economy of Nigeria that they are using to buy arms and to jet fighter to come to bombard us. So we're going to stop them by stopping you. We have not come to you, but we are coming. So what I'm trying to say here is that Biafra government has not cancelled the sit at home. Sit at home continues until the demand in our letter are met. For now, tomorrow being Monday, the oil producing companies, you must make sure you shut down the production until the 18th of this month. And every Monday sit at home continues. If you open, you are going to have the Biafra people to contend with. We own the land, not you. You are exploiting oil from our land. We own it. You don't own the oil. You don't own the land. You may have a contract and agreement with Nigeria government, and that is being under review by the Biafra government. The time is coming, and very fast. Thank you, and share this message and let it go to Shell. Let it go to all international oil producing company operating within the Biafra territory. Thank you, and may God bless you.
This message is coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra land, and is called Mazi Simon Ekpa. He's based in Finland, and he has threatened that should the sit-at-home be disobeyed, there will be consequences. There will be consequences. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is still in the custody of the DSS, Department of State Service. He is yet to be allowed to move freely. Nnamdi Kanu was brought in via Kenya, and it has been tagged extraordinary rendition. They said his rights was abused, and many other things have been said as regards this. Nnamdi Kanu is yet to be released, and date of his release is not known yet. Simon Ekpa has decided to wear the shoes of Nnamdi Kanu to continue to pressure the federal government into accepting a referendum or a total just split off of the southeast and south of Nigeria. Well, there are reactions to what Simon Ekpa said. He said he's warning every oil producing company in Biafra territory, the only government that is operational, functional, and that is legit, and to which Biafra people are loyal, is the Biafra government in exile, of which he is the Prime Minister of it. Now, people are saying if the government somehow hold him, that he will begin to cry, and some foolish elders will begin to request for some form of empathy. But I think Simon Ekpa will not make the same mistake made by Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu did not understand the reach. He could not He didn't really know the extent at which the federal government of Nigeria, and obviously Igbos like himself, will go to make sure that they bring him down. Simon Ekpa will not make such mistake. Simon Ekpa will only move around Europe, and if he's going to get out of Europe to the Middle East, it will only be Israel, and that's it. He believes so much that he will not be deported from Israel, which is still dicey. Anything can happen there. But he knows that in Europe, the federal government of Nigeria cannot do the same. But then, who knows? The federal government can do and undo. They can come into Europe, sit down there for some time, study his movement, and one day they grab him, put him in a suitcase or something, and ship him to their private jet and fly him out. It is possible. There's nothing that is not possible. But I think he's ready to take such a risk should this be what the federal government wants to do. And there are people who are saying that Finland is complicit in terrorism against Nigeria. And I'm like, well, the reason why this young man is screaming and shouting is because things are not just working. How can you be in a country where electricity is not constant? And it is not about the poverty as regards resources and all of that. One single person will steal billions of dollars, and we are talking about terrorism against Nigeria. No, it is the Nigerian government itself that is the terrorist to the people. Yes, the those people that are elected. And now when I say Nigerian government, I'm not just talking about your local government, your federal government alone. I'm talking about your local government. I'm talking about that governor in your state, in the southeast, that speaks your language. I'm talking about those people too. They are part of it. They are part of it. They are jointly involved in making sure that nothing works. After all, look at them. When you give them opportunity to be to manage a state, they will loot that state and drain it dry. That's it. So this is what it is. If the federal government does not get any form of pressure here and there, they will continue. That's it. Now I'm seeing Igbo saying that they should shut him down and stop him. Some are saying that it can never be like Nnamdi Kanu. It's got nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. After all, there are other groups that were created prior or before Nnamdi Kanu. We have Masop, the leader of Masop, Nwanzurika. Some might say, oh, he's a nonsense person. He also saw that it wasn't easy for him to face the military might or face the federal government of Nigeria. He never had the opportunity to be in America and, do videos and do radio talks and all of that. That is easier. Be in Nigeria and talk, and then you will know the difference. So I wouldn't blame Nwanzurike. Go and ask those that fell into the hands of the Nigerian government. Then you will know that they care less about who you are. Simon Ekpa can be prime minister in exile wherever he is. Nnamdi Kanu did. But unfortunately, he moved into Kenya, Africa. Probably because he felt that nobody can touch him. Maybe he felt that he's a Superman at that time, but not knowing that this is risky. You have to be very cautious of these people. They will go to whatever length to make sure that they keep their evil enterprise going. So Simon Ekpa, be very careful. You have to be very careful. Whatever you say, whatever action you take, remember that your children, your family are safe where you are. You are the prime minister in exile, as you claim. But there are those that are in Nigeria that you might claim that you are trying to save them. You are trying to help them. You didn't stay in Nigeria to work it out. You found a way via the same Nigeria helping your craft. You were once an athlete for Nigeria. This is how you were able to get access to travel abroad here and there, and you stayed abroad. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Do not just throw young men and women out there on the streets to do whatever and just maim them, and you say, no, we are trying to set you free. I have already set myself free. No, Nigeria helped you. You were lucky. You were among the lucky people that Nigeria helped to become who you are today. They helped you. You got visa. You went back and forth. There are people queuing at the embassy. They can't get the visa. But you were able to use the same Nigeria to get yourself seated where you are in Finland. So those that are in Nigeria, they are facing the heat. So when you speak, I'm not saying don't speak. Speak. But be careful of how you go about it. It's very important. Now, there are those that are saying this. I'm going to conclude with this. That Simon Ekpa is disrespectful. that is disregarding the instruction of his boss, his leader, Nnamdi Kanu, based on the letter released by his legal representative, saying that there should be no sit-at-home that is hurting Igbos, hurting Southeasterners, and doing nothing to the federal government. That's one. Two, that those enforcers of sit-at-home are hurting themselves. You are not killing some Fulani terrorists or bandits. You are killing yourself, decimating yourself, hoping that this will make people afraid. Well, be careful that you do not become the same image of those that you are trying to fight against. What are your thoughts as regards this one? Like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.